Hello people on the internet, my name is Vidisha and welcome to my journey for the love of plants. Today I am going to update you on the plant that we had planted together about 2 weeks back in passive hydroponics. I am also going to show you the different kinds of pots and plants I am using for passive hydroponics. And I had a bit of plant chores. Because I'll be leaving for another office trip, I am here just for 2 days, and before I go back on the road, I wanted to complete these chores. Let's get started. Before I dive into the video, I would like to request all of you, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. You can also go and check out my Instagram account, and I will leave the link in the description box below. If you haven't checked the previous video on passive hydroponics, I will leave the link of that as well in the description box below, and also somewhere here. I think I need to figure it out. This is the plant that we had planted together in passive hydroponics, and guess what, within 2 weeks it already has a new leaf. I am so excited about this. This leaf is perfect. It has beautiful black veins and white splashes, and the roots are, let's see the roots. I had used both pumice and leca in this. I had not talked about leca that much. Leca is the short for lightweight expanded clay aggregate, which means clay heated up in high temperature. So we'll talk more on that, but let's see if there are any visible roots. It's easier to see the roots in these clear pots. That is why I like using these clear pots. There is one teeny tiny root here. Otherwise nothing is visible as of now, but I think it is doing quite well because it has a new leaf, and it wasn't doing that well when I had it in soil. So the leaf is perfect. It's not as crooked as the other ones, which I should be blamed for. Anyway, this is the update on this plant. I think it's going to do quite well in passive hydroponics. I'm not going to use any fertilizer for the first month. I don't use any fertilizer for the first month. I will start using fertilizer after about 4 to 5 weeks. I will talk about how I fertilize my plants in another video. Now let's see some other plants. This one is Hoya crinklate. So this is called crinklate. It's a cultivar of Hoya carnosa because it has 8 dimples on the leaves. Isn't that cute? Sorry for all the honking of cars. I live near a very busy street. Please ignore. Anyway, so this crinklate, there is an IGTV video on my Instagram account of unboxing this Hoya. This was one plant, and it was extremely dehydrated, and I planted it in soil, and then I left for a trip, and then I came back, it remained dehydrated. So I chopped it up, took a cutting, this is the cutting, and I placed it in leca with water. If you notice, this is just a plastic cup and it doesn't have any drainage holes. I assume that I have put water till here, and because I'm just trying to root these in leca, so this does not have any drainage holes. When I will see that it is doing well in passive hydroponics, I will drill 2 holes here so that I can flush out from time to time. Now what is flushing? When these leca balls and the plants are submerged passively in water, they do gather algae, and there are other debris and soil debris in the pot, so that needs to be cleaned. If I need to clean that, I will just take it under the sink and I will flush it out, but for that it needs drainage holes. Because this one doesn't, what I will do is I will put fresh water and I will tilt it. I'll hold it like this, I'll tilt it, I'll flush out the water, and then I will put in fresh water. Now that is a bit difficult and time consuming, so, and I am a bit lazy, so I prefer having drainage holes. While rooting new plants, I prefer pots without or cups without drainage holes, because I think it helps with the moisture retention. I don't know why, but I think it helps. If you're thinking of going the passive hydroponic way, you need not go out and get these expensive pots made only for passive hydroponics or these orchid pots. I have used the regular nursery pots here with a bowl of water. Like I mentioned in my last video, that if I'm using a bowl of water, I make sure I change the water every week because I have mosquito issues. Now there are drainage holes here, and these leca balls will wick up water or moisture from these drainage holes, and I am maintaining water somewhere here. It's not that I am growing just Hoyas in passive hydroponics. I have also transferred this ficus. I hope it's visible. I think it's visible. I hope you can see. It's a beautiful Ficus altissima yellow gem. This is in an orchid pot, but what I have here as a cover pot is a takeout container. So I have the water reservoir here, and I have mainly leca and a bit of pumice in the mix. With Ficus altissima, what was happening is I was finding it difficult to figure out the watering schedule, and since I have to travel so much again, some of the leaves got damaged. But this one I just saw has such beautiful roots, and it's doing quite well here. In fact, I think I need to repot this soon, and maybe I'll get a taller planter. Apart from my Hoyas and Ficus altissima, I am also experimenting with my prayer plants in passive hydroponics. They are stable, but I haven't seen any new growth as of now. There are roots forming, but once they have new growths, I will update you on that. This is another plant that I am presently experimenting. This is in a flower pot, and this flower pot actually is of sentimental value to me because the friend who had given this flower pot is no more with us, and I really wanted to have one of my favorite plants in this pot. I wasn't getting an inner pot for this cover pot, so what I did is I took the cold drink bottles, I drilled some holes into it. I also tied a thread so that it's not difficult for me to take it out. I like to make things as easy as possible for at least my hobby. So this plant is also a very special plant. Somehow I am seeing that it's not doing very well because I have transferred it directly to leca from soil. I think it will take some time to adapt to the new environment. One or two leaves may be sacrificed in the way, but I think this will bounce back. This plant is special because my Meju Mama gave this to me. You will often hear from me that a lot of my plants come from him because he has a nursery and he is also a plant lover. Now let us talk about the plant that I want to put in passive hydroponics today. So this is Hoya incrustata cutting that I have rooted in water, beautiful juicy roots. I have this plant, big one, growing in my balcony, which has stuck itself in my balcony with its aerial roots. I wanted to have a backup. Since I travel so much and I don't pay attention to all my plants all the time, I need to have backups if one dies so that I have another one. This is my backup plan. And also I have another plant here, ignore this one. This is Hoya melliflua, I think. This one I wanted to transfer from soil to leca. I have this growing in water for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So many cards. Anyway, it has water roots along with soil roots and a bit of soil stuck to its roots. But as it will be in leca and I will be flushing it every week, Not really, every 2 weeks maybe. So these soil debris, they will be washed away. For Hoya incrustata, what I will be doing is I'll be taking this plastic cup. This does not have any drainage holes as of now. I will use my washed leca balls. So these leca balls are somewhat like those terracotta pots which do have these salt and mineral buildups over time, and that is why flushing is so important. You do not want those salts and minerals to damage the roots of your plant. So these leca balls have lot of dust in them. Sorry, so many cars are going now. Anyway, I will give the number of the person in the description box below from whom I purchased these leca balls. Now I haven't purchased from anywhere else, so I can't speak about others, but I buy it for about 110 or 20 rupees per kilo, and I think that is quite reasonable. And after the last video, I was looking for leca in other websites, and I saw that they are quite more expensive. If you want, you can check this person out. You can just reach out to him and find out. Of course, you have to pay delivery charges. For me, it's around 150 depending on the weight. So I have filled the leca balls till here. Now I am putting this cutting here, and now I am going to add more leca balls here. As simple as that. I dropped few leca balls, that's okay. It's much more cleaner than using soil. You just pick up the leca balls, but if you step on the leca balls, it's going to be more painful than soil. Now you need to shake a bit so that these adjust themselves. I'm going to use fresh water. I feel like a scientist. I assume that the water level is somewhere here, but even if it's still here, that's okay because it doesn't have a lot of roots. I of course do not want the entire plant to be submerged in water, because then they will have just water roots, and the leca balls will not be picking up water through capillary action. It will not serve its purpose. For the next plant, Hoya melliflua, I am going to use this orchid pot, and as a cover pot I am going to use this. This one is a pretty cup with a broken handle, so I thought this is perfect for this one. So I am going to fill up this orchid pot 1/3. Sorry for all that noise. I am new to this. I hope you understand. I am going to learn. I assure you I am going to learn. So more leca. Why I wash the leca balls and keep them hydrated for 24 hours, because I have found there's lots and lots of dust, and you don't want to work with that much of dust. We have already so much of pollution. These plants are there in our homes to fight that pollution, so you also don't want that much dust going into your lungs. It's better you soak them and then, you wash them, soak them, and then you use them. So I have this set. I am going to water this. Done. So a bit of my plant chores covered. I wanted to mention that the water that I use is RO water. It's not tap water, because tap water here, I don't want to drink it, so I don't want my plants to drink it. So I use RO water. I haven't tried out balancing pH as of now, pH balance is important for growing your plants in passive hydroponics. I want to try it, and I think I will do it in future, might be together with all of you. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know if there are any questions in the comment section below, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.